Alright, in this video we're going to take a look at the orthographic drawing for the base support. This one is in millimeters, so we'll be using our metric template. This one has specified spot faces, but it does specify, or we're going to specify them at being 2 millimeters deep. A spot face is done by the operator at the time of production. They're just looking to clean the face. Being that this is a cast iron part, or a malleable iron part, this would only be done to a depth that makes a flat surface. We're going to specify these at 2 millimeters deep, just to be consistent. There are ribs on both sides. It says 2 ribs, so there is a rib on the other side. This part is symmetrical in both the top, the front, and the right side view, so mirroring may help here. We have looked at creating a counterboard hole. This would be the same process. It's just not going to be as deep. We are going to specify these at 2 millimeters. We will have some casting rounds and fillets, and mirroring and copying this counterboard hole or the spot face will probably help. So I did set up overall dimensions just to speed up the process, but I am going to start by creating a line to mirror about, at least in the top and the front view. I don't know if mirroring would help a whole lot in the right side, but you most certainly could. Well, let's start with some dimensions that we do know. We do know that this height for the base material is 25 millimeters. There, explode that. So I'm going to set that to a height of 25. Let's try that again. A base material height of 25. I also have a notch here that is 10 millimeters deep. Make sure that you are not hitting the midpoint of the line when doing this. So this is now 10, and that will be a line that comes across. We are going to mirror this. From this middle section, we do have a width of 25 millimeters. Half of 25 is 12 and a half, and then straight down. We do have a rib here. It is based on horizontal and vertical distance. It is not based on an angle. So at 15 millimeters over, this can be snapped at a 45, which will make this 15 as well. So 15 over and 15 down does give you that 45-degree angle. So this is the rib here on the one side. I am going to wait to mirror until I have my counter board hole or the spot face till I mirror this. So I am going to start transferring some information here to the top. I do have this rib, and this rib is 10 millimeters wide. So once I find this midpoint, I'm going to measure down 5, in and over 10 to create the rib. Okay, so there's my rib. Now to the spot face. We do know that it is centered. Half of 64 is 32. It's 18 millimeters back. We do have this larger diameter and the smaller diameter. The drilled hole is always the smaller. In this case, the spot face or the counterbore is 24. I'm just going to find my center and measure in 18 millimeters. This is the center for my 2 circles that are concentric. 13 on the inner, 24 on the outer. I am then going to transfer this information to the bottom. We have created this counterbore feature before. We are going to create this being 2 millimeters deep. I'm going to set the width, or the diameter of the hole, at 2 millimeters. So there is my spot face, and now to the bore, which does go all the way through. And we will have some hidden lines and a center line for the spot face. So instead of taking all of this and projecting over and down for the right side view, I'm going to actually copy this in a little while. Alright, so this will be a center line, extends up past the object. So center 2. And these all will be hidden lines. Hidden 2. Okay. We are looking to, we'll put some fillets on first before we mirror that. Projection to the right side. Over, I'm going to project my rib. The height of the rib, and the projection for the width of the rib, F10. Okay. So there is my rib projected. I'm going to copy over my hole. It is in the middle. Find the midpoint. And that snaps. I do have this groove that goes to the bottom. This is a feature that could be mirrored, and actually could be mirrored pretty easily. It is 10 up from the bottom, 13 in. So 13 in, 10 down. The fact that I already have a center line would make that projection or mirroring fairly simple. Okay. You do have this half circle or this arc cut out of the top. You are given it in terms of radius. If you're going to draw a diameter, it's a diameter 38, it's a radius of 19, and this would involve trimming. Trim that out, trim the top half off. So far so good. I would do the fillets prior to mirroring. Probably save you a lot of time. Our fillets and rounds on this one are a radius of 2. So I'm going to go to the fillet tool, and I'm going to be stretching quite a bit on this one. This one has quite a few fillets on it. Radius of 2. I'm just going to start knocking off corners. There's that stretch problem. And this will happen quite often with this one, as we are aware of at this point. And we got a fillet right inside here. There's that stretch problem again. Right back to my fillet tool. And we do have these 2 fillets on the corner of the rib in this view. Alright, so that takes care of the right side fillets. For the front, stretch it back. I'll have to stretch it back again. Might as well put these fillets on before I start stretching them. Alright, stretch these out. It actually doesn't go across that material. This one does not stretch. Now that I have my fillets on and I have my counter bore in, now would be a good time to mirror. I'll take everything here. Fine, I picked that. I'll delete it then. I'm going to mirror this from one side to the other. Take my line out of the middle. Stretch this back to being only half. And, oh, I forgot to project that half circle in the top. It will be an object line. Okay. Fillets in the top. Let's do them too. Stretch it out. Stretch it back out. And these corners are rounded off as well. A lot of fillets. I should have one more. All right. Now let's mirror it. Line down the middle, gone. Okay. Actually went pretty smoothly. Center lines. I do have a projection for the center line. I will have a projection. I'm not going to project it. Even midpoint. Be easier than projecting it. Extends out past the edge of the object. Extends out past the edge of the object. And they are both center lines. Center marks. Outside diameter. And we'll look to put some dimensions on this in the next video.